Hey, it's Marthea Pitts, the MSW coach. I'm going to pick y'all up real quick I'm going live to talk about or to give 3 signs that it's time to upgrade your career. So this conversation is specifically for social workers who are like, and I'm putting in a comment, that's why y'all see the top of my head, hey, as you come in the room, drop in the chat a 1 if your day is going good, 2 if it can be better. I am dropping a comment and I have to type it in, but we're going to talk about, I want to give you 3 signs to figure out if it's time to upgrade your career, right? Because many social workers, not like there is a narrative out there. It is true for some, but not all social workers. Let me pin this comment real quick. Okay, Veronica is a 1. I love it. Let me pin this comment real quick. 15. And we're going to jump into this because I want to give y'all these 3 signs. Because there are many social workers out there who are like, I am good in my career. I have the perfect job. I love my job title. I make good money, right? But there is still something that's happening in my career and I don't really know what it is, right? So I wanted to come on and give you 3 signs tonight around how you can figure out if it's time to upgrade your career. And so I'm just going to jump right into it and then we're going to talk about it as I drop the sign. So the first sign is if you feel unfulfilled, right? And so I love to give some good tangible examples of what that looks like. So if you find yourself every day or on like a really consistent basis wondering about, is this all that I should be doing in my career? Is this all that there is for me to do? Like, I used to find myself as a case manager in my cubicle thinking, am I going to really be here until retirement? I feel like I should be doing more. I feel like I should be doing something bigger. I still have those desires now, right? And it's like every goal that I achieved, and this is what I found with many social workers, right? Every goal you achieve is goals for you. You hit it, but then you quickly create something else because somewhere on a deeper level, you like, yeah, that was good, but I think I should be doing something bigger. I think I should be doing something more, but you don't really know what it is, the deep desire. So you spend a lot of your time trying to find tangible things to satisfy it, but it never goes away. That is a sign that it's time for you to upgrade your career because you clearly are feeling the physical effects of not feeling fulfilled, right? So I always talk about this study that was done of social workers around career satisfaction rates. And it was found, and it was commissioned by the CSWE. This is like in 2018. Since then, they commissioned other studies. But what they found was that almost 50%, I think it was a little over 50% of MSW degree holders surveyed said they were not satisfied in their careers. And these were degree holders, they had licensure, they had all of the credentials, like all of the things that people say, oh, you do this, you do this. These are goals for social workers. And they still weren't fulfilled. They still weren't satisfied. And I believe after working with thousands at this point of social workers who are interested in macro level work is it probably was largely attributed to the deep, like the feeling you get where it's like, I should be doing more. Like, I don't think my career should be stopping here in the office delivering services or providing case management support to people. I feel like I should be doing something more, but you don't really know what it is. So that's the first sign. The second sign is that you have a desire to make a difference, right? So what I've been learning over the last 2 years of working with social workers, even though I've been on the scene since 2020, is that not every social worker has a desire to do systems level change work, right? We need all social workers, everyone in this continuum of like support and care for the populations and issues that we advocate so hard for. So with that, I am always very clear about the fact, like, when it comes to macro work, there's a different type of difference that you want to make. And so one of the things that I found to be true is that you would show signs of like always trying to figure out solutions and ways to solve bigger problems, right? So like in case management lean, you're focused on one-on-one direct service and meeting the immediate needs of the clients you're serving. But on macro level work, you're talking about populations, communities, states, countries, all of the things, right? And so what I found with the social workers that I work with inside of the micro to macro career seller that we all had in common across the board is that we all had a deep desire to work on making a difference for more than one person, groups of people. I've had social workers who have landed jobs and do international level macro social work. So a sign that it's time for you to upgrade your career and probably go macro is if you have a deep desire to solve like a big problem, a big systems level issue. If you're always thinking about resolutions and ways to fix the thing. Another sign that I used to tell people, I used to do this in my cubicle as a case manager, was I would like be looking for solutions. Like it was nothing for me to be looking at other states. Like how are they doing workforce development there? What are they doing with their youth and young adults to get them into jobs? How are they achieving success? Like I would read those things for fun. And that was an early sign to me, even though I wasn't calling myself a macro social worker, that I was destined to do something bigger than case management work, because that wasn't the standard practice for a case manager, right? A case manager, our daily in that role, because I was a non-clinical social worker, my daily duties were to consist of seeing the people, getting the timesheets, assigning them a work activity, supporting them with career services, issuing them bus passes and child care referrals. It wasn't around solving the issue of why are these people coming in every decade after decade, generation after generation. How can we really fix the thing? What is the real issue other than dressing for success and writing a resume? Oh, they need a livable wage. They need holistic supports. They need transitional services, right? And so that is a sign that you are destined to do more, or that it's time for you to upgrade your career. If you find yourself always thinking about how to solve the bigger, deeper problem that your clients are coming to you for. The third sign is that you underuse your potential. And I specifically wanted to talk about this sign because it is not uncommon for me to meet social workers around the world at this point who come to me and tell me like, I am a medical social worker, but I'm super passionate about financial literacy. So much so that I do financial literacy workshops on the weekend to community members, to friends and family. Like, it's not uncommon for me to meet social workers who are not utilizing or in current employment positions doing things that center around their like core base of knowledge. I call it subject matter expertise. Their subject matter expertise. Another example is over the weekend, I met a social worker who, and I'm not going to like quote it correctly, but she is super interested in like the healing arts and helping people use that as an approach to work. However, I think she's like a school social worker, so she's not using that core knowledge that she has. So that is another sign that it is time for you to upgrade your career. If you are in a job where you are not using your zone of genius, if you're not tapping into it every day, like again, if you're passionate about financial literacy, if you know about stocks and investments and you teach people these things for fun and that's like your real interest, but then you go to a 9-to-5 where you're doing medical social work and you're talking about medical social work things, that is a sign that you need to upgrade in your career, because you need to be in a job where you can be using your zone of genius, especially if that is something that you are passionate about educating the people on. Because what will happen over time is if you have not tapped into your zone of genius and if you're not using it in the way that you feel that you should be doing, you're going to have those feelings of unfulfillment that I talked about in sign 1. right? And then it's going to lead you back to sign 2 with a deep desire to make a difference, a deep desire, or like a deep wondering of, is this really all I'm going to be doing in my career, doing medical social work? But I really, really want to do financial literacy, and I want to be in the banking and finance industry. I'm just making up some things. So those are 3 signs that it's time to upgrade your career. I know we do a lot of talk around like, oh, upgrade your career to make more money. But for many social workers, you're already making good money. You already have the dream titles. You already have people who see you as like career goals. But on a deeper level, you're like, am I really winning? I think I should be doing more. I feel like I've been called to do more. I hear that a lot from people, right? Also, the truth is that a lot of social workers have fell into their jobs, like their dream jobs, where they're making the money, they have the respect and prestige and all of the things. They have fallen into those positions because it was the only thing available when they were looking for jobs. They didn't purposely choose it, right? And so then over time, because they didn't know how to navigate and go find what they really wanted to do, they have built their life around this job when in essence it's not what they ever really wanted to do. That is a very common, real situation. I meet dozens of social workers every month who are experiencing that thing. And now that I think about it, a large percentage of the social workers that I've worked with who I've helped secure macro employment, that's their story, right? I have plenty of social workers who are like, I went to school and I wanted to do the macro track, but unfortunately it wasn't available. I then found myself in XYZ area of practice, but I always wanted to do this. Right. And so I just want to say that even if you are at the place where you're like, this is goals, I'm making all of the money, I have all of the prestige, other social workers see me as goals, you still can pivot into what you want to do. And I do want you to understand that those internal feelings of like questioning, is this all for me? The feeling of being unfulfilled, not really tapping into your zone of genius, not tapping into those other skill sets and passions that you had, that never goes away. It never goes away, right? You can like try to avoid it, you can try to ignore it, but it never goes away. And one of the ways that I see in social workers is like that it's brimming, like boiling over, is when they start taking on a lot of like volunteering and doing all of these different things in their free time. And I'm like, why don't you just get a job and get paid to do the thing for your 9 to 5, and then you'll be fulfilled and it'll be over, right? Instead of overextending yourself, because then over time what it leads to is them overextending themselves. So I wanted to share those 3 signs that it's time to upgrade your career. If you're just joining the live, watch the replay back. But I really wanted to talk about that. I also wanted to give a reminder that tonight the $250 off bonus offer for cohort 15 ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, and then the price goes up. The doors are open. If you don't know what the Micro to Macro Career Accelerator is, it is my 3-month group career coaching program. It's where I teach you everything you need to know and more to land your dream macro social work job in 3 months or less. I teach you how to get clarity around what it is that you want to do. How can you strategically blend in the things that you're passionate about? So an example is, maybe you have an interest in financial literacy, but you've never worked in a financial setting. I will teach you how to blend that into your career, even when you don't, based on your determination, don't have any experience in the thing. I will teach you how to find the macro jobs that you want, and also align yourself with organizations that really do the work that you want to do. That's another reason a lot of social workers are feeling very unfulfilled, is because they work in organizations where they don't agree with like what's happening, how they're serving the people, how they're supporting them, all of the different things. So I teach you how to find them and align yourself with organizations that's really truly doing the work. I also teach you how to write your macro resume in a 2-hour one-on-one resume intensive, so you will always have the skill of writing your resume. That's how my coaching clients, the ones who work with me in my earlier cohorts, many of them are on their second, third, and fourth macro job, because I taught them inside of the accelerator how to keep their resume updated. I also teach you how to interview for your macro job, because it's very different from case management work. I teach you how to career plan. How do we effectively create a plan for your, not just your first macro job, but the second, third, and fourth one. So like my coaching clients who came through the earlier cohorts, they are following the plan. Every day when I log on LinkedIn and I see them posting content and doing all of the things, that was the plan they created inside of the cohort, because I taught them those strategies. So with graduation in December, when is a good time to start applying? You should be applying now. Who is this? Music too? You should be applying August. But you need to be doing your due diligence now and creating a career plan. You should have started that last year, August. So the Micro to Macro Career Accelerator is a comprehensive group career coaching program designed to teach you everything you need to know. So just to piggyback on that question that was dropped in the Zoom chat, that's a great segue into the importance of being proactive. Don't make me get on my soapbox. It's kind of late here. You got to be proactive. Too many of y'all are reactive. You're too reactive for my liking. Music, this isn't for you because you asked the question. I love that, and you're still in your program. But honestly speaking, you should have started career planning the minute you got accepted to your MSW degree program. Because everything that you should have been doing from that point on should have been strategically positioning you to have a job offer in hand, either before you walked across the stage or while walking across the stage, for your dream job, not an entry-level job. Because the truth is, many of you who are social workers have past work lives, right? I have very rarely met a social worker who is like fresh to the workforce. Everyone has had a job, even if it was in high school, even if it was part-time, even if it was volunteer, right? So with that, you should have been proactive, right? And that's not just for music, that's for everyone. So that is what the Micro to Macro Career Accelerator teaches you. And I have current MSW degree students in my group career coaching program right now. And we've created a plan. So the moment they graduate, they have a job. They're already applying to jobs. They're already getting interviews, and they don't even graduate until like fall of this year. Right? So that is the purpose of career planning, being strategic, understanding what steps you need to be taking, because all of that stuff doesn't happen in like 3 months. It is a process, right? It's all stackable learning, and all of the actions build off of each other. So that was a great question. Thank you for asking that. But yeah, for everyone else, if you're interested in joining cohort 15, we are winning over here. This team winning. In the last 8 days, 5 of my career coaching clients have secured macro offers. One of those, this is her third macro job since working with me. So the program works. It's just a matter of, are you in a position to do the work to create the career that you really, really want? And that's the other thing. There are many social workers who are not, not fulfilled in their career, but because they're winning in the eyes of other social workers, their families, their friends, and people think, she has a great job. They don't want to admit out loud, like, I don't really like my job though. I want to do something else. I want to go over here and do something in the arts. I'm not interested in that. I just got a job doing that. So I would encourage you, if that is you, to be brutally honest with yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's your life. You have choices. And a lot of the reasons why I see people staying in jobs that they are not fulfilled in is because they don't know how to navigate to another job. And so that's what the group career coaching program is designed to teach you. So again, the $250 off bonus offer off of enrollment ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. We do have payment plan options, financing options, everything to get you a win. You enroll tonight, you start tonight. We have our next coaching call on Sunday. You can be in our coaching call on Sunday, but you can start the curriculum tonight. And the link is in the bio. But I'll talk to y'all next time. Happy macro career planning. Bye.